Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to this video. So for today's video I am going to be doing my October book haul. And I am super excited because I got a lot of new books that I'm just so excited to read and to show you guys. Okay, that sounded really weird. I have no idea how many books I have, but I will just jump right into it so this video won't be too long. The first three books I'm going to show you guys are nonfiction, and I'm pretty sure these are the only nonfiction books that I am going to receive this month. Pretty sure. The first one is called Survivors, True Stories of Children in the Holocaust. Did expect something different, also a bit bigger, but you know, the story is the most important thing, so let's just hope that it's good. Then I also got, okay, that wrong way. Then I also got A Piece of Cake by Cupcake Brown. That is such a cool name. Imagine being a cupcake. Hi, I'm Cupcake. Nice. Okay. So this is a memoir, and we follow a girl that, as in a really young age, she becomes a part of the child welfare system, and she experienced being violent and sexual abused. Not nice, and then she starts to get addicted to alcohol and drugs, and she's sort of getting into this gangster environment. But this is definitely a memoir basically of her life and how she grew up, and I really like books like that, so I really hope I will like it. It's really huge and really intimidating though, so, but yeah. Then I also got, what is it called? Angel as Ashes, a memoir of a childhood by Frank McCourt. So we follow Frank McCourt. He grew up in New York in the 1930s and in Ireland in the 1940s. And apparently he had a pretty bittersweet childhood, and that's what we are hearing in this story. And I thought it was very interesting to hear about a childhood in New York and Ireland in, you know, the 30s and 40s. I mean, what happened there? That's a long time ago. And I hope I will like it actually, because it sounds good and the ratings were actually really good on this one. The next book that I got is also the book that I'm currently reading, and I am loving it. That is The Diviners by Libet Bray. As you can see, I am over halfway through. This is so good. We follow our main character called Evie. She moved from Ohio to New York to live with her uncle. She has this weird power-ish, and murders are going on. And let me just say, this is New York in the 1920s. I'm pretty sure it's 1926. That's also a long time ago, and weird stuff is going on. We meet these different people with different powers, and as I said, murders are going on, what's happening. It's really, really, really good, and I am just like so like intrigued when I read it. I can't stop reading as soon as I start it, so it's really good. Then I got The 1000th Floor by Catherine McGee. This is pretty new. I'm pretty sure this is a sci-fi book. I've heard that it is. I'm not quite sure myself. I am not quite sure what this is about, but I saw that it got released. Some of my favorite YouTubers were talking about it, and it was really cheap on Amazon, so I just jumped right into it. And I really like the cover. I'm pretty sure this is set in New York. Yeah. Okay, this is sci-fi because it's set in the future. I just saw that. Nice. So, but I am really excited to read this actually. Then I got Crown of Midnight by Sarah J. Maas. I got Queen of Shadows by Sarah J. Maas. And I got Empire of Storms by Sarah J. Maas. And you're probably like, where is the third and the first book? But I already have them, and I've showed you them in recent book hauls, but these were just the ones that I got this time, so I could finally complete the Throne of Glass series. Then I saw one of my favorite YouTubers talking about the Evermans Pocket Classics, and I was like, that sounds good. But I decided first to get some of the poems collections that there were, and the first one that I got is Poems of Food and Drink, and I'm actually currently reading this, and I do like it. A bit different than I expected, but it's good. And then I also got garden poems, and I got erotic poems, because why wouldn't I? So yeah, then I got some of the classics, and can we just say how gorgeous the spines are? They look super good together. And the first one that I got is Ghost Stories. Then I got Christmas Stories. Then I got Detective Stories. I got Bedtime Stories, and I got Stories of the Sea. And I'm so excited to read this. Really excited actually. And then I also got Little Women. I expected this to be the huge edition, but it's not. But it's fine. We'll just go with this one. So yeah. Then I got Tom's Midnight Garden by Philippa Pierce, and this was really a spontaneous purchase. It just sounded really sweet, and I just fell in love when I read the synopsis. I'm not quite sure if it's exactly the same like The Secret Garden, but we definitely follow a character that discovers this huge garden, and I am so excited to read it. Then I got A Single Man by Christopher Isherwood. I'm not quite sure if I butchered that name. I have been wanting this book for such a long time, and now I finally own it. We follow a person. What is he called? George. He is pretty heartbroken because he just lost his lover, which I'm pretty sure is a man. Yeah, Jim. And I think this is the story of how he's dealing with being so heartbroken after he lost his lover. And it sounds interesting, so I wanted to read it. And then I got The Sound and the Fury, and this is, I'm not quite sure what he's called. It must be William Falconer. This was a cover buy, so I'm not quite sure what it's about, actually, to be honest. It says here that this book explores intense, passionate family relationship where there's no love, no self-centeredness. It did sound interesting. I obviously did read the synopsis. It's not like I just go into a store, pick a book because of the cover. I do still have to read a bit what it's about. Then I got The Secret Garden by Frances Hodgson Burnett, and I'm so excited to read this because many of my favorite YouTubers have been talking so positive about this. And I think we follow a character. I'm not quite sure if she's an orphan or what it is, but I'm pretty sure she also discovers this secret garden and stuff is going on, and it sounds cute. Then I also got Harmless Like You by an author's name that is really hard to pronounce. Rowan Heishawo Buchanan? Yeah, probably not. This sounded so interesting. I have to read what it says, otherwise I cannot remember. We follow, in 1968, we follow a character called Yuki. She's 16 years old. She moves to New York without her parents. Stuff like that. And then we follow another character in 2016 called Jay. He just became a father, but he's not really happy because he was abandoned when he was a little boy. And now he finally wants to confront his mother. And her name is Yuki. So do you get it? If not, okay. One of the character we follow a long time ago. She obviously gives birth to Jay, but abandoned him. Then we follow Jay in 2016 when he wants to confront his mother, who is the character we follow as young. Then I got Be More Chill by Ned Vicini. So I read It's Kind of a Funny Story by Ned Vicini, and it was freaking good. One of my all-time favorite books. I rated it 5 out of 5 stars, and I really wanted to read more of his novels, read more from him, from that author. So I decided to get Be More Chill, and I really like this cover actually. It's kind of weird, but I kind of like it. So I got this one. Then I got The Ghost of Greylock. This seriously looks like a children's book, and it probably kind of is a bit. Or I don't know. I just wrote on Goodreads that I wanted some books that was kind of scary, maybe happened at an asylum or something. This came out. Yeah, the book came out. Yeah, no, nice. This book came up and it sounded really good and the ratings were really good, so I wanted to give it a go. Then I got Holding Up the Universe by Jennifer Neven. In this book, the only thing I know, we follow a girl and we follow a boy, and at some point they meet. Things are probably getting romantic, I don't know. Haven't read it yet, but I'm super excited to read it. Then I got another new release, which is The Grace by Laurie Eve. So the only thing I know about this book is that it has to do with witches. That's the only thing I know, and it sounds pretty good actually. Then I got Kids of Appetite by David Arnold, and I have not read Mosquitoland, but I have it, so I will read it at some point. This sounded pretty good. It was also, once again, mainly a cover by, because I don't know why, but I'm super obsessed with the kids standing down here with their back to us. I don't know what it is, but I just wanted it. Then I also got Three Dark Crowns by Kendra Blake. And I have read Anna Dressed in Blood by Kendra Blake, and I freaking loved it. So when I saw she wrote this book, I was like, I have to get that now. The only thing I know about this is that we follow three sisters. One of them have to be the queen, but to be that they have to kill each other or something. That's what I've heard. So I am definitely super excited to dig into this one. The other book that I got is called Strange Weather in Tokyo by, I have actually practiced this name. I'm probably still gonna butcher it, but I will try. Hiromi Kawakami. I tried, okay? At least I tried. Then I got One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest by Ken Casey, and I already showed you guys this in my spooky fall TBR. I am not quite sure what it's about, except that it happens at a mental state hospital, and that's good enough for me. Then I'm getting more into the thriller, mysterious novels, just because, I don't know why, but I am, and I've never really been something that I like, but I am trying to read more of like that. So the first one that I got is The Mistake I Made by Paula Daly, and I'm gonna read the back for you guys. Ross is a single mother. Social therapist. Okay, English, no, not my thing. As sister, a friend, she is also desperate. Her business has gone under, she's crippled by debt, and she just had to explain to her own son why someone's taken all their furniture away. But now a stranger has made her an offer for one night with her. He'll pay enough to bring her back from the edge. It sounds quite interesting and like what is going on, stuff like that, so I wanted to pick it up. Then I also got Behind Closed Doors by Ba Paris. Is that really the name? Ba? B-A? Maybe it's just B-A Paris. I don't know really. And this also sounds really good. Apparently it's about a couple, they live in a house, and like outside it looks like the perfect thing, but I think inside there's a lot of stuff going on, and it also says here, that was what got my attention. Others might ask why Grace never answers the phone, or can't meet for lunch without Jack, and why there are bars on one of the bedroom windows. It sounds so interesting. Then I got The Bronze Horseman by Paulina Simons. This is freaking enormous. This is so intimidating. Why is it when both are really huge, there's also like no space between the lines in the book? It's just not a good mixture. This sounds interesting. This is under World War II. We follow two sisters and stuff is going on. I have just heard that this should be good, so I'm just trusting their opinions, so yeah. Then I also got The Tidal Zone by Sarah Moss. This was, first of all, it was a cover by, because normally I am not quite sure if this is just a really perfect drawing or it's actually an actual picture, but whatsoever, I like it. And this book, from what it says from the synopsis, we follow a father. I'm not quite sure if this has to represent his daughter, but we follow a father, and one day he gets a call that his 15-year-old daughter just stopped breathing, and his whole world just collapsed at that point. And I don't know if we are following him through that or who we are following, but it sounded like a heartbreaking story and something that I would probably cry over, but it sounded good, so I wanted to read it. Then I got The Call by Peardar O'Gillian or something. Butcher that name, probably once again. You guys have maybe also seen this before because I mentioned it. I'm not quite sure what this is about really, except from what I said in my last video, that we follow some characters in Ireland, and they were waiting for this call, and then all of a sudden they have to survive. And the last book that I got, and also one of the books that I am most excited to read about because I have been waiting for this to be released, and that is Another Day in the Death of America by Gary Young. So this book is basically 10 short stories of people's lives that were cut too short by the lack of gun control in the United States, and these are people that seriously are civilized, they haven't done a thing, they're totally like non-guilty, innocent people. So those were all the books that I got in the month of October. I hope you guys enjoyed this haul, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!